Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised in my last video, I told you I would tell you about my experience looking for a tire carrier for my Jeep Wrangler. What I ended up going with was the TeraFlex. As you can see here, I'm standing in my shop shooting outside. I don't even know if you can really see that. It's a little bit dark, but it's been pouring down rain here all day, so I didn't want to take a chance of getting out with the camera. So I'm going to pause this and turn the camera on myself, and I'll tell you a little bit about the TeraFlex tire carrier and why I ended up choosing that over several other brands. So hang tight. Alright guys, so I'm back here. One of the main reasons I ended up going with the TeraFlex tire carrier is I couldn't find a tire carrier bumper or bumper tire carrier, however you want to say it, combo that fit everything I was looking for. I wanted something that looked good. Obviously everybody wants to have something that looks good on their Jeep, but I also needed it to be tow capable. I handed my truck down to my 16-year-old when he turned 16, and I got the Jeep. So one of the things I needed to be able to do now was to tow my trailer, because if I need to go pick up a load of wood from the hardware store, or if I need to haul wood for the fireplace, or just haul a four-wheeler or tow a boat, anything, I needed it to be able to have tow capacity. I could find bumpers that looked good, but they weren't tow rated. Or I could, the other problem I was running into was that they might be tow rated, but they didn't necessarily look great. A couple that I looked at were Ace Engineering. I liked that bumper, but I didn't like the tire carrier itself. It just didn't, there was something about it, it just didn't, aesthetically it wasn't that nice to me. I also looked at the Smittybilt, and I liked the Smittybilt, but I don't believe that one was the one I was looking at. I don't think was tow rated. So I also looked at a Genrite, which is more sort of like the TeraFlex. It attaches to the tub of the Jeep itself, and is not really a bumper, so you would still have to end up getting a bumper. The main problem I had with that particular tire carrier was that the installation, I didn't feel comfortable that I would be able to do it myself. There was some drilling that was involved in the tub itself, and I feel comfortable bolting stuff, general mechanical stuff, and bolting things, taking something off and being able to put the TeraFlex on was super easy. This required some drilling and some things to be put into place that would really affect the way the bumper itself closed, and I didn't feel comfortable that I would be able to do that. When I started calling around to see about getting that installed, it was going to be an additional $250 or $300 in my area, and that, the bumpers, the tire carrying bumpers themselves are already expensive enough, so I didn't really want to be out another $250 or $300 paying somebody else to install it. So that's why I ended up going with the TeraFlex. I got this particular carrier, the TeraFlex, from Amazon. I found it in a store there for, I believe it was $763. I'll go back to my Amazon account and find the store and post a link to it in the description of this video. That was the cheapest I was able to find it anywhere. Even on the TeraFlex site, I think it was a little over $770 on the TeraFlex site, and then Quadratech and Extreme Terrain. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was over. It's probably right around the same, $775 or so on Quadratech and the Extreme Terrain site. So I'll post a link to that if you guys are in the market, or if you're looking for one. I'll post a link to it in the description of this video. I've been extremely pleased with it. The tire mounts up very tight. There's no rattles. If you buy one, I tell you the first thing you need to do when you open the box is just take the instructions and toss them in the trash. I used a guy's video, and I'll post his video in the link in the description of this video as well. I brought my iPad outside, I put it in the back of the Jeep, and I went step by step exactly the way he did it. I had no problems in install. Probably took me a little bit longer than it took him on the video, but probably about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours to get it installed. I just followed his video step by step, and it worked perfectly. I had no problems getting it on there. I had no problems getting the tire tight up against the carrier. That part is extremely important, getting the tire itself up against the carrier, because that's what it's going to prevent it from rattling. So I've been extremely pleased with it. No complaints at all. I even followed his instructions as far as cutting your stock tail light. I cut the tail light off, and my kit came with the brake light assembly to bolt it onto the spare tire. I'm running Toyo Open Country 35-inch mud and tires. They probably weigh maybe 85, 90 pounds. They're pretty heavy. It took two of us to get it up on the carrier, and like I said, no rattles. I'm extremely pleased with it. I'd buy it again in a heartbeat. You know, hindsight now, if I want to put another bumper on there, you know, I can buy. Rear bumpers themselves didn't appear to be very expensive from what I was seeing when I was shopping online. So you know, $300 or $400, I can get a rear bumper now, and then if down the road I want to change it, I'm not having to change out the entire assembly or go to something like this because the bumper I find or buy doesn't have a tire carrier. So that's it for this video. Like I said, I'll post descriptions to everything that I purchased, the tire carrier itself, the Amazon store. I'll go back and see if I can find the Amazon store that I purchased it from and put a link down there, so if you're interested. We actually have a Prime account, so shipping was free, so it was a straight, like I said, I think it was $763, just flat out, no shipping. I got it in 2 days, got it installed, no problem. Been extremely pleased with it. I don't think you can go wrong with the TeraFlex tire carrier. So that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos, my son and I are starting a boat project. I'm actually getting ready to start sanding on it some, and I'm going to do a video for that. So if you want to see more videos, post or click the subscribe button down below. And if you like this video and you found it helpful, hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.